Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're going to start this video off with a bang. Yeah. Woo! Thanks, Rodney. You know where that came from. Before you guys all start commenting, yeah, it's a play on what Rodney at Tustin 50 does. But anyway, you know what they say. The best flattery is imitation or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's from Rodney. But anyway, to get back to the channel, we know what the car is going to run. We know what the horsepower is. It's right now. It's almost December, so my car is parked for the winter time. They've already salted the roads a couple of times, so it's not going back out. So right now is the perfect opportunity to do some upgrades. This is what the upgrades are going to be. So guys, stick around. If you like the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm not begging to that person that says I'm begging for subscribers. So I'm just asking. So guys, stick around. Watch the video. Hope you enjoy it. There's more to come. Guys, speaking of the modifications that we're going to do, welcome back to the channel, guys. Hey, I've been on Facebook Marketplace again. Now that I know where I stand with Whistling Dixie and the power output that the car makes, I want to try to get a little bit more out of it in a. I found this at a really good price, and I'm going to go down in Bath, PA and pick it up. So that's where I'm heading now. I'm going to try to get a little bit more air through the engine, naturally aspirated. So I'm going to get this part. It's at a it's at an unpassable price. So I'm going to get that part that I just showed you. Put it on. It is a, I get my fingers out of the way. It's a Victor Jr. for a 351, which I'm sure most of you guys know that already. So that's where we're heading now. We're going down to Bath, PA. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I told the guy to be there around 10 o'clock. So stick around, guys. I'm going to go buy this manifold. Probably not going to put anybody on my channel. Don't know this person, so I'm not going to do it. But I'll show you what we get after we get it. So stick around, guys. Guys, speaking of the modifications that we're going to be doing, okay? You saw in the video, let me get some stuff out of the way here. You saw in the video where I went on Marketplace and I found a hell of a deal on this manifold. This manifold, brand new. Never had anything bolted to it. Nothing. Absolutely brand new. Hasn't been molested, hasn't been ported, hasn't been done anything. Okay. But we are going to have to port it to match the cylinder heads, and we're going to gasket match it to the Felpro. Let me get it in here. The 1262 intake gasket. So that's going to get ported. That's going to be one of the modifications because I would like to get up to 700 wheel or better. And I could do that with boost, but I want to do some modifications first. I want to take off the dual plane that's on there. That's working very well. Got no complaints whatsoever. None. No complaints. 630 at the back tires. 627 on 12 pounds of boost. Now, it's not too shabby. But I want to do some upgrades. So the upgrade is a new Edelbrock Victor Jr. I'm also going to put a little bit bigger squirter in my carburetor. I'm going to go from the 31 to the 35. I'm also going to have to rejet it because it's an open plenum. It's going to has a little bit less signal to the carburetor with an open plenum than it does the dual plane. Dual plane has a little bit stronger signal, so you don't need quite as much jet. Got jets right there. So anyway, we're going to replace the jets. We're going to replace the squirter. And while I'm at it, I'm also going I bought a nylon like air kit to replace all the orange that looks like it was just thrown on there, and that's probably because it was, just to get it going. So I'm going to replace all the orange with the hard plastic line with all the quick connect fittings. So guys, that's going to be some of the modifications we're going to be doing to Whistling Dixie. I want to get the horsepower up without having to turn up the boost too much. I think this will get the horse. I'm going to lose a little bottom end torque, I know that. But we also have a fix for that. So guys, stick around. We're going to see about getting this intake port matched to those gaskets right there and get it on the car. So stick around, guys. More upgrades coming. See, this is the difference in the intake port size from the intake gasket and the intake port. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to trim all that out, so I'm not worried about that. But this gasket matches the cylinder head perfectly. So I'm kind of wondering if I want to port match it and have it all match, or if I just want to leave this alone, maybe get a little velocity out of it. But it is boosted, so I don't really have to worry about velocity. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is I got my gaskets on here. I'm gonna take my blue Sharpie and I'm gonna outline where I want to cut it out, because I'm probably just gonna go ahead and port it. And I'll show you guys the before and afters of well, actually here's the before, and then I'll put a little clip in here of the after. But that's how much of this intake port's got to be cut out of this Victor Jr. to match the cylinder heads that's on Whistle and Dixie. Because if you guys are new to the channel, these are not stock cylinder heads. They're not aluminum. They are Trick Flow Specialties. They're old. They're made by Will Burton back in the early 80s. They're iron, what they call iron high ports. The ports are 3/4 of an inch higher than a stock head. They are 225 cc intake runner, 208 160 valves, and they flow a lot of air. So that's what we're working with. We're going to port match the gasket to match that cylinder head, because that cylinder head has been professionally ported by a local head porter that's not doing it anymore. But anyway, that's what we're doing now. So stick around, guys, to get these all ported up and show you the before and after. Again, before, and then I'll show you the after. Guys, if you're going to do any kind of porting, whether it be cylinder heads or intakes or any of that stuff, anyway, that right there is how much of the intake I'm going to be trimming out of it. And I'm only going to go in maybe an inch and blend it all in. But if you're going to do this stuff, you do need a good burr. This is an aluminum burr. I've had this burr for quite a little while, so I'm going to get the thing off. One-handed. You know, it has big flutes on it. I spray this with WD-40 as I'm going occasionally. You can use an iron burr, but it does jam up with aluminum. You have to kind of keep it clean with WD-40 or some kind of lubricant. But you can save a little bit of money by going to Harbor Freight and getting you an abrasive sanding kit. It comes with 2 arbors and some sanding rolls or cartridge rolls. But I have a lot more cartridge rolls. Garage is a mess. Right here, I have like a couple of boxes of them. Get them out of here. Sorry, guys. These are from previous porting ventures that I've done. So, you know, don't throw these away. They come in handy for everything. So I got plenty of cartridge rolls from light all the way up to heavy. A couple of new arbors, and my carbide burr made specifically for aluminum. So this will take out a metal really quick. So don't force it, guys. Just take your time. Like everybody says, let the tool do the work. Don't try to dig into it, because you'll just have a shitty looking job. Let that tool do the work. Let the abrasive disc do the work. You do the work by making sure you have your gaskets in the right spot and preparing for all that horsepower you're going to make. Bang! So, all right, guys, stick around. So I forgot to tell you, this intake manifold, brand new through Summit or Jegs, is $494 and some change. If you're looking for a deal, guys, I'm not kidding. I got a hell of a deal on this manifold. Like I said, it's brand new. I said that earlier in the video, and I'm probably going to add this someplace else. But anyway, this manifold is brand new. Never been on anything. The guy said it came on a crate motor. It wasn't even bolted down. It came on a Ford crate motor. It's the Edelbrock 351 Windsor Victor Jr. Look it up. Look up any of the aftermarket. $494 and change. I got this for $300, guys. If you're looking to save a few bucks, go on Marketplace, hunt down some parts. Maybe you'll find them, maybe you won't. And I did find some that were cheaper, but they have been modified. This one has not been modified. There's no bolt hole strip. I consider it's brand new. Look at this, guys. Brand new. Never been on anything, and I got it for $300. So I saved myself almost $200 by just doing a little bit of research and looking on Marketplace. So guys, if you're looking to save some bucks, you can't go wrong with Marketplace. Bang! Stick around, guys. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Bang. I just like Bang. I like the way it tastes. Gives me a quick kick. Lots of energy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! See? Lots of energy. I'm going to show you. It doesn't take a lot to do any kind of home porting. All I have is just a simple little handheld air power die grinder. As you can hear outside, I have a generator going, which is the one I've had for a while. And an air compressor that I bought for like $100. There's my air compressor. There's my generator. That's what I use. It's going to be a little noisy. It's going to be a little noisy. That's not the word for it. But I got my tripod set up, so I want you guys to be able to see. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with at least one port, and then I'm going to finish porting them out, polish them, and then I'll get back with you and show you what the finished product is. But that's how much metal I'm going to take out of the ports. Right there. It's not a lot, but I want it to match the cylinder heads. So hold on, guys. We're going to get started. All right, guys. All right, guys. I hit the wrong button. There's something else you might want to take into consideration too. Is air flows like water. If you look at your runners on the short side, the air is going to be thrown more out toward the outside of the port than the inside. So taking that into consideration, you might want to focus more on the outward side of the port. Like right here. Let me get this manifold standing up. You see how this flows this way? The air is going to want to, or the fuel is going to want to try to separate this way. So try to put most of your work on this side and not quite as much on this side. This is just my opinion. Like right here, I'm going to have that a little bit, leave that a little bit coarse, more than I would here. So guys, take that in consideration when you're porting your manifold, which side of the port to pay attention to. You know, maybe you want to do a little bit more, leave it a little bit rougher here so the air stays atomized. Maybe not so much there. But it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to focus on the short side when the long side needs most of the attention. So stick around, guys. This video is already 14 minutes long, this section. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of editing and a lot of cutting. So stick around, guys. That's how far we are on this one side. Like I said, I've only been working on it. This may be a half hour now. I'll put the gasket up there and let you guys see. About right there is where the gasket's going to be, I guess. Well, get it straight there, dummy. It's hard to do this with one hand. Sorry, guys. But there we go. I'm not going to take that out any more than that. But now the polishing comes. So that's how far we are right now, guys. This is only the first side. I got to flip it over and do the other side. Then I'm going to do the polishing. So stick around, guys. This whole video is probably going to be mostly on this intake manifold. Because like I said, I want this basically stock, short block, 351 Windsor in the very low 6s, possibly the high 5s, guys, and I'm going to do it. You can count on it. I don't care if I blow it up to do it, I'll just get another one. I don't want to blow it up, but if it happens, I'm going to turn the boost up. I'm probably going to switch over to E85. So those purple metering blocks will be gone and replaced with green ones, possibly. Really considering it. E85 where I live is $2.98 a gallon. Racing fuel is $14. Big difference, guys. So we're really super considering doing the, sorry I'm got to talk loud because the compressor's still going. Really consider doing the E85 swap. It's only a couple $100. Going to turn the boost up. Try to get some timing controls going. But there's where we are so far, guys. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not going any deeper, because I'm not an engineer. I'm just going to blend all that in, and we're going to make this thing a rocket ship. 627 horsepower, 630 foot-pounds of torque at the last dyno pull. I get all this done. I'll try to get another dyno session set up and see if we made any progress or if we hurt performance. So stick around, guys. All right, guys. It's been about an hour and a half, and that's kind of the aftermath. Everything looks damn good to me. I didn't polish the ports. I cut them down to with 100 grit cartridge rolls. You never want to polish an intake port because the fuel will come out of the airstream. You want it to be a little bit rough. help keep the fuel atomized. So that's where we are right now, guys. It's all ported. I'm happy with it, and to me that's all that matters. But all the gaskets are. Look at the mess I made. I've got a mess everywhere. It's all over. But the intake's ported. That's one part. Oh my God! Look at the mess I gotta clean up. That's one step closer to my goals of running at least in the 630s. Ah, look at that. I got stuff everywhere. 630s or faster this coming year with the stock bottom end 351 without killing it. So that's where we are so far, guys. I may or may not end the video right here. It's already getting long. I mean, I know it's not a lot, but this is where everything happens, guys. Little stages, little bits at a time. You're not going to get a ton of work done every day. I mean, it took me a little while to get that done. So stick around, guys. Alright guys, like you see, we've got it ported. My generator's still running. I'm going to end the video right here. Like I said, you can't get a gajillion things done at one time, every time. So I still got to pull the old intake off. I got to get the car off the ground, ready to coolant, you know, all that stuff, get the turbo and stuff like that out of the way. So in the meantime, still got to pull the exhaust manifold off and fix the leak there. I've got a lot of plans for this car for next year. Hopefully they come to fruition. I think I'm gonna head to the store and get me another bang. I need the energy. I'm getting kind of drained. It's been a long day. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. I think I'm not over it a little bit, guys. But until next time, guys, you know, like I said, we're enjoying some fruits of our labor. You know, the intake manifold is one thing. We got a lot of other things to do. We're going to change the gear ratio in the rear end, pull the tranny out, freshen that up, put a new converter in it. I want to go to a lot higher stall converter so I can at least come out on boost. Do a little bit of carb work, maybe not. Go to E85. It's a lot cheaper. So it'd be a new learning curve. I have to start all over. But that's what it's all about, guys. Trying things, see if they work, and if they don't, then you go back to what you were doing before. But until next time, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. We're gonna end the video right here, guys. So peace out. Have yourself a good one.